Hey guys, I came back with a tutorial for an interview. I'm starting off with priming my face with Baby Skin from Maybelline. As I apply it all over my face, I have to make sure that everything is evenly distributed. Next up, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 240 with my go-to stippling brush from Beige Cosmetics. Next up, I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to start massaging it thoroughly in my face. Now using my new concealer that I brought at the drugstore the other day, I'm so excited to use the product my first time. It's LA Girl's Pro Conceal in the shade of medium, and just for reference, it goes on so smooth and the application is amazing. Using a patting motion usually makes the application to conceal much better over my face other than rubbing it against my skin, because usually when you rub it against your skin you can mess up the foundation and set it wrong when you're starting to apply your powders. Now taking my favorite setting powder in the Revlon collection, Photo Ready, in the shade medium, I'm applying it with a fluffy brush to the areas where I want to set. Next, taking my banana setting powder and applying it to the areas where I highlighted with my double-sided icing brush, which is actually one of my favorites that I've came across because it applies the product really good. Next, I like to take a fluffy brush and blend everything together, and then I'm going to pick up my Too Faced Brow Envy. I'm going to use the shade Brunette, but first I'm going to take the spoolie and I'm going to brush out any hairs that are like uneven or any leftover foundation product when I was applying previously before. Then I'm going to take an angle brush and then I'm going to start applying it into the brows. I like to work my way slowly, starting from the end and then working myself a little bit to the front of the brow, but slowly filling in everything as necessary. And as I go to the front, I start to kind of blend it with my angle brush, and I like to take my spoolie to blend everything in together. And as I'm filling up the front, voila, the brow is done. On to the next. Next up, I like to pick up this highlighter also and place it with a flat synthetic brush, also from Beige Cosmetics, and carve out my eyebrows. I also like to take my finger after I apply the highlight and blend, because sometimes the product can come out a little clumpy and I want to make sure that everything is blended in nicely. Followed by picking up the wax. Also, I like to place it on my eyebrows to make sure that no strayaways go out of place during the day, and I'll take a spoolie and basically blend in everything together. And pop, there goes my brows, all done. Next, I'm taking my NYX base. It is in my skin tone. I like to use this for my eyeshadows before as a base. Lately, I've been using it and I've been loving it. It's also able to hide all the imperfections, like, you know, if you have any veins or any redness on your eyes. Next up, I'm going to take this color from the BH Cosmetic 3rd Edition palette, and it's like almost a light brown shade. So I like to use it as my transition shade first to place it before any other eyeshadows. I'm using a fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to take a more domey brush and a darker brown, and I'm going to place it right into the crease. As I blend in slowly the product, I start to do like a wind wiper motion back and forth into the inner part of the eye, and I will also do it on the other side, as you can see. Now taking this champagne color, it's a light color that I want to place over the lid. I'm still using the same brush that I used to place over the crease. I don't know, I like to apply it with the lid color. After that, I'm going to be using a cooler tone brown, which is a darker taupey one, and I'm going to be placing on the outer corners of the eyes. As I'm placing the eyeshadows on the outer corner, I'm creating a V shape and blending the product towards the mid of my lid, and then I go over it with the fluffy brush also, and I like to blend everything. I like to accentuate my eyes, make them look actually longer than what they really are, but since today I'm not using any wing liner, I like to extend the eyeshadows instead. After that, I'm going to use my favorite all-time bronzer. It's Milani, and it's the shade Caramel. And as I place it with a brush, it's a fluffy angle brush. And that's when I start, you know, placing the contour that I want to warm up my face and to make it look like it has some type of life. Now I'm going to apply my blush with a fluffy Sephora brush, and I'm applying it on the apples of my cheeks. It's a MAC limited edition, I believe, a mineralized, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but it's called Gentle. It's a mineralized blush, and I love to apply this on for daytime look. Next, I picked up my NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Medium, and I like to take my brush to pull down my eye so that when I'm brightening it up, it doesn't smudge the setting powder nor the concealer that I placed earlier. So it's just perfect. I learned that little trick from one fellow YouTuber, but I can't remember her name right now. Next, I'm putting my Holy Grail Mascara from Maybelline. It's a volumizer. It's called Blackest Black. I love it. It makes my lashes extremely long and gives so much volume to them. Today I'm not going to wear any lashes, rather not in this tutorial, because once you're going onto an interview, you shouldn't have your eyelashes steal the show, because the interviewer will definitely have their eyes all on your eyelashes. You want to make it nice and simple so that when you're speaking to them, you make eye contact and it's direct. Next, I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush and I'm going to smudge it underneath my waterline with a light eyeshadow, and then I'm going to run my lashes once again with the mascara to see if there is any imperfections, and of course, because I like my lashes long and volumized, I will place more. Then I'm going to take my favorite lipstick of all time, Syrup from MAC. It's a Lustre lipstick and it goes well with any complexion, finalizing it with a setting spray, which is Oil Control. I hope you guys liked the tutorial. Hope to see you guys soon. Love you. Ciao.